Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right. Just as a brief opening, if you do plan on testifying today, I do need your video on as well as yourselves unmuted. Are we expecting anybody else to be present today from the applicant side?
I don't believe so.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Let me do a brief introduction. We can go ahead and get started.
Yes,
This is
that
July 2nd, 2025 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is Ashton Tucker. I'll be serving as your hearing examiner for the city of Cincinnati, presiding over this hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20250058 regarding the property at 6,000 Glenway Avenue. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and any other parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code as well as the supplemental rules for the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any other party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant or the applicant's agents will first present the applicant's case. If there's anybody here from the public will then have an opportunity to speak. Then I will have the zoning plans examiner that produced the staff report regarding this application provide testimony. If at any point there is testimony that is offered against this application, I will give the applicant an opportunity to respond to any opposition. Once that happens, everyone will have an opportunity to make a closing statement, but I will give the applicant the last word. After all presentations have been made, I'll close the hearing and decisions can be expected within 2 or 3 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask any questions or to make any comments. In the event of any technical difficulties, I'll try to troubleshoot it to the best of my ability. But if it is beyond my capabilities, I may continue or postpone this hearing at my discretion. All right, if you plan on testifying today, if you can make sure your videos are on. Well, actually, before we do that, let me check everybody in and make sure we have who we need. I do have Kathleen Meehan from the City Planning and Engagement Department of the Zoning.
Yes, good morning.
I have Mike.
Wrong elevation.
Mr. Dooley, who are you representing today?
I'm with Bearbacker. We're the civil engineer.
The
applicant.
Got it.
Okay. And Christopher Miller?
I'm with BHDP, the AOR on the project
Okay.
with the applicant.
Well, let me,
And hold on, I have somebody, it looks like somebody
Yeah.
is waiting.
I can,
Admit that person.
I can reach out to
There
her.
we go. Let's see. And I have a Ryan Shaw.
Okay.
Yep, I'm also with Bearbacker.
George
Do you
gets
intend to
on.
testify today?
That. I think George is.
I'm trying to get my camera to turn on, but I can't seem to get it to work.
I'll be the one that can testify for Bearbacker.
Okay.
Okay. And Brian Ingram.
Hello, I'm with Chase JLO. I'm
Okay.
just
All right,
having some
I'll reach
issues
back out
trying
when
to
I
get
find something else.
Do you
trying
intend
to
to
get the
testify today?
audio.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry?
I said, do you intend to testify today?
I do not.
Okay, sounds good. All right. If you are planning on testifying today, which I think I have 3 people doing, if you could raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I
Yes.
do.
Do.
All right, sounds good. Let's get started. We'll start with the applicant's side. Mr. Dooley, I'll have you lead. What would you like me to know about this project?
So really, we're just here to answer questions. If Kathleen wants to give her presentation, we can just answer any questions that arise out of that.
Okay. We can go ahead and start with the planning department. Ms. Meehan, could you let me know exactly what your office's position is on this matter and what we're looking at today?
Okay, sure. Thank you, Ms. Tucker.
Mhm.
So the item in front of us today is for to allow for a new bank building to be constructed on a parcel that already has several principal structures on it. So this would be another principal structure on the same parcel. And then relief is also being requested to allow for parking lots to be on what technically would be the side of the building in a CGAT zoning district, where the requirement is now that accessory parking be located in a rear yard. In this situation, due to the siding of the property close to Glenway, the rear would technically be the parking lot of the existing Western Hills Plaza Shopping Center. Putting a parking lot there would likely interfere with some of the traffic flow through the parking lot. And also, the building will, the front of the building technically is on the side, so it would make sense that, parking is closer to the entrance on the one side, and then it is closer to the building on the other side so that people may easily walk to the bank without having to maybe cross through a parking lot or something like that. So, but the city's position is that we would recommend for approval of this. Certainly, there are many other principal structures, given that this is the Western Hills Plaza Shopping Center. So there are many principal structures on this one parcel. There are other buildings that are placed similar to what the placement of the bank building will be, and that they are close to Glenway. There's an Outback Steakhouse, I think, that's right there. And I think there's also like a Gold Star Chili. So there are other buildings that are also sited similar to what the bank will be. And they do also have parking closer to their buildings and not necessarily out and just as part of the larger shopping plaza, so that people can park close and then walk into the respective business. So we feel that this project essentially kind of fits in with the existing conditions at the Western Hills Plaza. And the parking lot for the bank will be improved due to the stricter landscaping requirements in the T zone. So we feel like that will be an improvement over the existing just kind of bare bones parking that exists there now. So we feel like overall this will be an improvement. It'll be a nicer landscaped area. And the city does recommend for approval of it.
Okay. Mr. Dooley or Mr. Miller, could you describe the project to me?
Yeah, so just like Kathleen described, it's a new bank, new Chase Bank, with adjacent parking and drive-through.
Okay. And seeing as I've gotten the perspective from the city, what I will do now is I'll just move right into some closing remarks. Anything in closing remarks? Well, let's actually first see, Mr. Colliander? Did you
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Did you intend to testify today?
Not if you're moving into closing remarks and hopefully for recommendation, so
Okay,
no.
fair enough. All right.
Okay.
Just wanted to give you the opportunity.
Thank you.
So anything in closing remarks, Ms. Meehan?
No, Ms. Tucker, I don't think I have anything else to add at this point. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, anything in closing remarks, Mr. Dooley or Mr. Miller?
No, we agree with the presentation from the city and the city's recommendation.
Yep, agreed.
All right. Okay, so what I intend to do today is well, not necessarily today, but what I intend to do is approve the application. However, I do have to have that as a formal decision, a formal written decision, which you can expect within 2 to 3 weeks. But do know that I intend to approve the application.
Great.
All right. Well,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, everybody, for this blessedly short hearing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Have a good one.